Day 42, folks. We awaken in Savannah, Illinois. Our first morning in Illinois. It's been this all night. Found a fairly out-of-the-way place to throw up the tents. Amy's got his down already. Just over this mound is a boat ramp where we have our canoe tied off. I'll check on it in a sec. Go brush my teeth. I'm going to spin the Ravenfly around and get some sun on the opposite side, let it dry a little bit so that it'll put it away less wet, and I'll be packed up in 30 minutes. That should, assuming Jamie's ready to go, put us on the river at about 10 a.m. today. I think I'm over the distress I mentioned at the end of the last video. I have taken another dose just to as a prophylactic, but yeah, we'll keep our fingers crossed. I didn't have any troubles overnight. So back to life on the river as usual. Look at this here. Got a big river oyster. That's big. Let me show you the scale. It's my hand. That's a big one. There we go. Used to make a lot of buttons off oysters in the Mississippi River. I don't think they were so much into the meat of it, although I believe they ate them. But yeah, button making was a big industry in a couple of towns on the Mississippi in its history. So we may be coming into that sort of region, and I don't think they're really being fished so much anymore, so they might be coming back. They really kind of overfished them, which killed off the industry, and then of course plastics took the place of mother of pearl buttons. They can do them faster, cheaper, more intricately, however. But mother of pearl, yeah, that was a thing. Okay, so I'll take care of all this, and we'll let you know when we get on the river. Day 42. There's a light on the horizon, emanating from the bayou. It shouldn't be so surprising. Gotta get there before I come home to you. I'd like to share a couple of other quick thoughts about today, day 42. As stated, this is our first time setting foot in Illinois, which is, it's always cool to reach a threshold like that. Numerical thresholds, geographical thresholds. These are the tiny steps that we measure our journey by. But specifically, we're starting to get close to halfway through this trip. And when I say close, we're not there. This is day 42. We're not there in mileage at all. We're somewhere on the order of 700 miles into about a third of the mileage, I would say. The river does start picking up downriver, so we'll make better miles, and we're making better miles now than we did early based on not having to portage. But this was a short day. The next one's going to be a short day just because of the way things break down. We'll start getting 25, 30 where we were getting 15, 20 before as an average, and then we'll start getting 30, 40 and more on big days, maybe 50 on the lower river. But in any case, the time, we're thinking as an aggressive estimate, the possibility of 90 days exists. As a reality, I'm thinking more like 97 days, so 42 days is approaching the center point, just to call that to attention. All right, I'm going to break down the tent, and we're going to see if we can get this show on the road. We'll catch you later. Okay, folks, a little bonus content, day 42. I don't know that I've made it perfectly clear. I know I've said I tend to hold Jamie up in the morning at times. I sleep more than he does. I mean, I can sleep 10 or 12 hours and just let my body recuperate. I think he starts getting restless after about 6. So a lot of times he's up and walking around town, checking things out if we're in town, or working on some videos, or doing something electronically, or something. A lot of times he's doing something. He might be flying his drone or whatever in the morning as he lets me get my sleep. This morning I didn't know where he was. I could have texted him, but yeah, he was off in a pavilion here in the same park. He's coming now. But yeah, he was down the park a little bit in a pavilion, just sitting journaling or something. And I came back. I'd already pretty well packed up the canoe, although he's got one bag with him. And now I've refilled our water bag. We have a collapsible 2.5 gallon water, and then we fill little 1/2 gallon thermoses. We each have one of those, so we carry 3.5 gallons with us. But I ate a little breakfast, and I've been focusing. I'm a junk food guy. I'm not a health food guy at all in my real life. But I'm trying to get good nutrition and energy in me to some degree, which is tough out on the road. We're eating in a lot of bars, and there's just not that many health options. I try to eat a salad when I can. A lot of times it's iceberg lettuce, which isn't great, but it's roughage. Something a little bit better. It's just not high nutrition. But anyway, this morning I had some raw produce veggies. I finished this pack off. This was one of our river angels. Gave us this a long time back, and he was our first river angel, actually, wasn't he? Or maybe early. He was an early river angel. And some salts. Good solid nutrition and energy is what I'm aiming for. I mean, I like fried food as much as the next guy, or maybe more than most of the next guys. But I'm trying now, and I don't know. It could be a placebo effect, but I feel as though it's making me stronger and better out on the river. So I'm going to keep that up. And if I was a smart man, I'd keep it up in my regular life, but that's not likely. I'll go back to frozen pizzas. But anyway, that was breakfast, and Jamie's getting his stuff packed up now. We'll be underway in probably 5 to 10. Okay, day 42. We are tied off on a dock in Sabula, Iowa. That is Sabula. This is a community that was built before Lock and Dam 13 was put in, and when Lock and Dam 13 was put in, evidently the surrounding lowlands flooded, making this the only island community in Iowa. This would have been, I'm ballparking because the locks were put in around 1935. So I would say no more than 10 years later. So this would have been like 80 years ago at a minimum. And still it seems to, I mean, I couldn't say that it's thriving, but it's still a vibrant community. People still live and work here, have businesses. But it's an island. What do you know? I mean, I find this concept fascinating. Evidently we stopped here back in 2000. I don't clearly remember it. It doesn't seem wrong, but yeah. Anyway, we just got started. We haven't been on the river more than half an hour, and we're taking out here to just take a look around at this fascinating little town, Sabula, Iowa. Come join us, will you? In commemoration of America's bicentennial, in 1835 this town was called Carrollport. In 1838 it was changed to Charleston and platted in 1840. In 1846 it was named Sabula, derived from the Latin word meaning sandy soil. On July 5th, 1864, Sabula was incorporated. Population 845 in 1976. Day 42, folks. It's a momentous event. We made the Wall of Fame here at the Island City Cafe. They got fresh pie too. So if y'all happen to be anywhere near the Sabula area before 1 p.m., stop on by for some pie. All right, folks, day 42. We had a little lunch, which was for me basically breakfast. It is coming up about a quarter to 1 p.m. right now, so we really have only been on the water about half an hour. And now we're getting back on it. Should be a short day except for the fact that we're going across a pool, so we might have to work hard for these 17-ish miles. Well, probably 16 now. But this is a cool place. It's like trapped in time. It's trapped on an island. It's Sebula, Iowa. I don't know really what's special about it as a community. I didn't get to know the people. They were friendly, the folks I spoke to, which is pretty common for river towns in general, quite frankly. But I don't know. It had a feel of its own that was its own place, and it is its own place. It's cut off from the world a little bit in physically and just in time. There are very few businesses. There was one bar that was closed. There was one cafe that was open. There was one convenience store, gas station. There was one like Tasty Freeze with soft serve ice cream that's closed for the season. And there might have been like an antique store or something that I saw, but it looked like it hadn't been open for maybe years, so I don't know. A bunch of residences. People like to live here. People are happy here. They're comfortable here. They're with their neighbors, and how long they've been here, I don't know. But I think I can understand what makes them want to live here, even if I can't put my finger on it. I think I get it. I was happy being here too. So, Sebula, Iowa, its own little place, right here on the river. Day 42, pool 13, the pool of death. Perhaps mere coincidence, but on our river music mix, we now hear the rhyme of the Ancient Mariner by Iron Maiden as we plod across this 5.2 mile wide pool created by dam number 13. Beyond it, Clinton, Iowa. To the near side, pestilence and death. Metal. Here we are, folks, day 42. At the end of pool 13, we made it across. It's I believe it's the widest pool. That's what we've been told, at 5.2 miles across the silly thing. But we managed to zigzag across it. And here we are just at the lock, waiting for the doors to open. Not certain if there's anybody going to be coming out or not. We'll find out soon. It's possible. It's always possible. You don't know what's going on downriver because you really just can't see from here. But we got another 4 miles to paddle to Clinton. There we anticipate meeting river angels. These are personal river angels, friends of an old, well, parents of an old friend, I guess a better friend of Jamie's. He's kept in touch with her, but we both worked with her in the late 90s back at the Grand Casino. And her parents are interested in taking care of us for tonight, which is great for us. And we're quite inclined to give them that opportunity, because it'll be good to have a room and a roof and a shower and laundry and probably a nice warm meal. So that's the plan from here. Another 4 miles of paddling after locking through, and then we'll get you some footage of Clinton, Iowa. There you have it. 17 miles today. Not a super big day, but that's just how it worked out to make it to here. So hopefully we'll be biting off a little bit more for tomorrow. I don't even know what the next stage will be, but we need to start getting some more miles under our belt, and we'll start again tomorrow. Until then. Having arrived at Clinton, Iowa, passing through the seawall to the boat ramp, we've now got about 2/3 of the Royal Nunsuch hanging out of the back of a pickup truck, ready to take a ride. We got her tied in pretty good, and we're hoping for the best. There we go.
Yeah, good enough. Yeah. I don't know where a good place to
we'll see where we go.